Okay. Sollte gleich weitergehen. Ja, jetzt tut sich was. Gut. Okay. So, was ist mit den Leuten hier? Hey, Mr. Bumbus. The band's arrived. Yeah, where's Caetano so he can pay us? He's gone, Jay. Got wheeled off in that ambulance. Look, Mr. Bumbus. Given that you work for Caetano now, you're in charge of his affairs while he's gone. Caetano would have hired me, but now I feel responsible for you, Mr. Bumbus. Pizza ausliefern heute? Ja, natürlich. If you need any more help, Francis and Jay have been snooping around this place. They might know a few things. And I see you got a photo of Caetano's old saxophone on you. Yeah, and what's with that octagon symbol on the photo? I propose a deal. You give us the photo, we'll give you some help. What do you say? Look, you don't have to take the help, Mr. Bumbus, but it's there if you want it. Your choice, maybe you're fine on your own. There's always a price, Mr. Bumbus. Na, ich schaff das allein. Vielleicht. So, Awareness born from mistakes. Okay. Ah. So. Awareness born from mistakes. Okay. Also für Awareness brauchen wir auf jeden Fall Hirn. Ganz wichtig. Born, Fischeier. Ja. Und Mistakes. Mistakes. Eine Sardine. Hallo Sherlock. Moment kurz. Steam will mir ständig sagen, dass irgendwelche Leute aus meiner Freundesliste Sachen spielen. Warum auch immer das... Warum auch immer. Das ist eigentlich... Eigentlich sollte es aus sein. Das war die Awareness des Gehirns. Wunderschön. 26 Yam Street. Okay. So, das 30, 28, 26. Gehirn gibt's aber keine anders. Naja, ein Behälter ist noch leer. Eventuell könnte es Ananas sein. Eins, da hier. Guten Tag. Ich habe eine Pizza. Appointment. Oh yeah, it's pizza time again. Garion starts getting his pizza cravings around this time every day. I've been hearing his howls for pizza through the door, which I just unlocked for you, by the way. Anyway, I'm Mildred, Garion's fourth assistant. The other two saved up enough money to move out of this town for good. The other two? What? Oh. The last assistant got fired. I think it's because he wanted to scope out the second floor. Garion's dark room, big mistake. Garion's been working out of this home studio for forever, I think. Ananas auf Pizza mögen nur Monster. What? Ananas auf Pizza ist gut. Ay. For me, it's just a gig with some benefits. We had an exotic animal shoot just last week. I had to keep that under the radar, as you could imagine, but I did get to pose with a ruby ostrich. I live in building 9. Not by choice. My auntie's been there for over 50 years. Long before any of this happened. I'm taking care of her now, and if it wasn't for her, I'd lose it. Building 9's not a place you wanna be. Human Resource Horizons rents out most of the rooms, and the noises are here. Anyway, Garion's probably waiting for you in the other room. Always on time, with his pizza cravings, that Garion. Okay. I finally arrived with my pizza, Mr. Bumbus. Photo sessions like these always run long, so I embrace a serious pizza nourishment. I've been taking pictures of people in this neighborhood for over 40 years, Mr. Bumbus. Let me blow up their visages full detail. I capture who they really are. At one point, galleries were interested in me. I got to travel the world a bit, but no galleries in delivery distance from Caetano's lies. So now I just stick to the private commissions. Weddings, corporate seminars, family portraits, food spreads, fashion shows, crime scenes, work. My problem is that my camera captures more than the subject intent. Their eyes betray their posture, and I'm documenting their unspoken emotions. Even a routine passport photo can reveal some repressed catharsis. Many of my clients don't want this, so I hide the negatives. And who doesn't love a lost photograph, eh, Mr. Bumbus? Business is slow right now, natural calamities are wearing us down. But I got called to do a session for Joe Troy, the assemblywoman. She's coming for a sitting tomorrow for next political campaign poster. She says she gets it. She's gonna fix all this. She's got the right people behind her. But who's she gonna fix all this for? And where to start? That big old factory? She has no idea what they've been doing over there all these years, Mr. Bumbus. But I do, and maybe you're starting to too. I'm gonna slip Joe Troy some of my surveillance shots from the other night. She'll know how to deconstruct and recontextualize what's going on, set it to a rhythm. Bigger fights lie ahead, Mr. Bumbus. But in the meantime, pizza for you and me. It's the thing, pizza, set it down on the table there. Time for a much needed pie break. Let's see what Mr. Bumbus concocted for us, eh? Mildred, you gonna join in this? We got fresh pizza here ready for you. No response, typical. She's still the best assistant I ever had, though. We'll get her a slice later. The amount of sauce on this pizza reminds me of a dream I had once. Large, hyper-aggressive tomatoes attacking me in the street. I couldn't get away, and now the sauce... No pepperoni, no problem, I'm trying to lay off the cured meats. Never did like mushrooms anyway, wise call keeping them off. No cheese, what's the grand idea, Mr. Bumbus? Actually, don't tell me. I'll take a bite and find out for myself. You'll find beluga roe on every wafer at every gallery party in the city. And if you want to have beluga roe breath for the rest of the week, just take a bite of this pie. But so viel ist auch nicht. Oh. To all the clients I'll be meeting face to face in the next week, I blame you, beluga roe pizza. And you to a lesser extent. And brain matter, Mr. Bumbus. I need to know where Keitano gets this stuff. And so much of it. Good thing it's got the protein. I don't think he feeds it to his regulars. No, he's got other recipients. I'm honest, you'd put me in their category. I guess you'd say this pizza is balanced in its own way. But would I take a picture of this pie? Depends on which film I'm using. Here's a little monetary foam of the massive milkshake that is my booming business. No, it's not what you're worth, Mr. Bumbus, so here's a little something extra, straight from my darkroom. This is a rare film and I only give it to folks who document truth. Don't disappoint me, Mr. Bumbus. Cameras, good custom controls and everything. I did all my early work on the model. Ach Moment, ich hab ja Controller benutzt für das Zeug. Don't disappoint me, Mr. Bumbus. I know this pizza certainly won't. Yeah. Whoa. Nice. Yep. Joe, I'm honored to learn that you've chosen me as your portrait taker and personal photographer for your upcoming campaign. I haven't done a political job in over 20 years, but don't let that give you pause. My photographic techniques transcend the fleeting trends. Our moment and a timeless portrait still makes quite an impact. Besides, given the way the winds are currently blowing, I trust that my alignment with you will reap rewards for both of us in the long run. With that in mind, troubling rumors coming from Caetano's lies require your attention. Specifically, your son, Eric Troy, has been loitering around the neighborhood with folks connected to Muriel and her circus. As I'm sure you're aware, the circus is going after human resource horizons right now. We both know that HRH's time is coming, but we also agree on how they need to be dealt with, methodically and above board. Your platform really gives us an opening to finally put an end to their operation along a fail-safe, inevitable timeline. But Muriel and her circus, they just want to push the envelope and hasten HRH's fall, regardless of the legality of their methods. I imagine if the circus makes a mistake, HRH will counter-maneuver, strengthening their hand against all of us. Given the fragile state of our neighborhood, this serves no one here. We cannot have this. Eric getting himself entangled with that circus lot is way too risky. It will cause headaches for your campaign, and you personally. I know this neighborhood and I know what HRH is capable of. I recommend handling the situation with both decisive action and extreme discretion. Rein in your son for his own sake and yours. Regards, Garion. What? Hm. Um was geht's grob in dem Spiel? Also wir sind in die Stadt gekommen, um eigentlich ein Saxophon zu klauen, das aus purem Gold ist und ein Rubin-Mundstück hat. Das gehört dem Besitzer von der Pizzeria und wir haben uns eingeschlichen und arbeiten jetzt für die Pizzeria. Und auf einmal war der dann, ist der dann halt ins Krankenhaus gekommen. Dem ging es irgendwie nicht so gut. Und ja. Und so nebenbei ist irgendwie da hier große Firma in der Stadt, die komische Sachen macht. Mysteriöse Sachen und so. So, wie viel habe ich? 273. Zu teuer hier. Dass man hier in die Pizza machen kann. Ja. Aber keine Angst, das ist synthetisches Hirn, nicht von Menschen entnommen. Alles nach Vorschrift und so. $315 für das. Okay. Nein. Right in the chest. Right in the chest. Okay. So. So, Chest, Käse auf jeden Fall. Käse ist gut fürs Herz. So, Gummiwürmer. Auch gut. Schoki. Pepperoni. Für die guten Proteine und Fett und so Zeug. Good. Right in the chest. Alles andere ist zu gesund. Sehr gut. So, wo muss das hin? 14 July Avenue. Okay. July Avenue 18. 16. Okay. Pizza. Pizza für euch. Für Murga. Ist einer von euch Murga? Smell of pizza makes me excited for later. Yeah, wants to... Okay. Nicht für die. Good time for pizza break. From Caetano. Murga. Last night, 104B actually told me she loves me, and 104A held my hand for 7 minutes, uninterrupted. Less cheese, more of your Kara berry blend next time. Stabilization. Mushroom shortens 104A's lifespan considerably. Ordering new unit again. Learning something new with every new pizza. Flavor combination. Caetano. Pizza. Yeah. Finally some real food in this joint. After months spent dining out in 4-star restaurants every night, my tongue longs for variety. Let's see. That's more sauce than I've had on my past 5 pizzas combined. Was? Clearly Caetano has taught you something. It's a real pepperoni appreciation party in Suite 4 this morning. So much pepperoni, I'm feeling faint. That's 2 pizzas worth of cheese on 1 pizza. I wouldn't have it any other way, Morga. I'm sure you wouldn't. Bring on the cheese fantasia. Chocolate chips, eh? I learned long ago that mixing flavors like this was an overreach. I attended a wedding up in the Blue Mountains and such a pizza was served. It was no mere novelty. Fancy weddings though. With enough money and talent, anything is possible. Look at all those gummy worms squiggling around. Utter hideousness. A distinct flavor/texture experiment, I reckon. If those worms start crawling in my direction. Well, Mr. Bumbus, I think a tip is in order. Hold on, Blue Moose enforces a no tipping policy. Our books are balanced perfectly, after all. Oh please, Xavier. There was a waitress once. Here you go, Mr. Bumbus. There's a terribly generous tip, Morga, for a very intriguing pizza. You used to earn way more as a Matre d' Xavier. Enough. Past chapters of my life shall remain in the past, Morga. Xavier, just count your money and be served. Let's eat. Oh, pizza, I surrender to you. Yeah. Matt. Nice. Ey, die schon wieder. Das Saxophon. Ja, 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 ich bin dabei. Kein Stress hier. Meine Auftraggeber. Ja. Grad so. Space Lion. Deren Boot hat ein Leck. Ach. Die kommen schon klar. She saw you enter the Blue Moose Flavor Laboratory down the street. She knows why you're here, Mr. Bumbus, and what you're after. She says the plans are shifting, given the situation with Caetano. A lot of people wanted that saxophone, you know. But we hadn't counted on you running this place, eh, Mr. Bumbus? But gehört der jetzt auch dazu? She said she could smell that pizza you made wafting through the hallway. Maybe she'll place an order later. Human Resource Horizons. I saw what they took from us, now it's behind those factory walls. And its saxophone, more powerful than you even realize, Mr. Bumbus. Look, I've said too much, I'm just here to take in these pictures on the wall. These shots are just so quaint. Listen, I've been living in this neighborhood since '87. I used to work at the big Human Resource Horizons Research and Manufacturing Center across the street. Some people just called it the factory. Manager security at one point of its 3 hidden gates, punching people in and out. Okay, den Text hat man schon mal. Please stay out. So, kann ich mir mit den 500 irgendwas kaufen da drüben? Fast. Das andere ist super teuer. Okay. Dann machen wir noch eine Pizza. Building 9. Uh-oh. Unorthodox tendencies. Unorthodox tendencies. Ja, sehr unorthodox. Eine Pizza ohne Soße kann ich auch machen, ne? Aber ich glaube, das letzte Mal aus Versehen. Glaube ich. Aber ich müsste, glaube ich, eine Pizza ohne Soße auch machen können. Jetzt schon zweimal Pending Health. Ich habe keine Ahnung. Okay. Ja. Jetzt ist er glücklich. Sehr gut. Hopp. Almost about that situation back at my studio. My business insurance is going through the roof thanks to you, but in your pizza. Gaetano never made pizza like that. Something about that pizza really sent Mildred over the edge. To top it off, she lived in Building 9, taking care of her auntie. Auntie's been there who knows how long, and it's not gonna be easy dealing with her. I can't be seen in Building 9, very few people can. Look, you got my film and I'm not gonna put you on the hook for the mess in my studio. But the rummaging around my dark room, yeah, you owe me. Mildred's auntie, that's on you, Mr. Bumbos. Building 9 likes you now. And they're not done with you, oh no. Better be wary, Mr. Bumbos. Oh. Ist sie gestorben? Oh. Mildred, ja, mehr oder weniger. Mildred war ein Roboter. Yo. No, Mr. Bumbos dead? Dead? Oh. Well. Oh, Maxine. Mr. Bombers, I think it's time to call in one of your pizza orders to my office. Don't listen to him, Mr. Bombers. Maxine, your priorities are your studies, not these flights of fancy with pizza makers and wannabe musicians. Remember who you are. I'm counting on you. We are counting on you. This again. Have you studied for tomorrow's class on emotional brainwave response statistics? Blah, blah. I memorized that the entire textbook last Thursday. Took me an hour. Boring. Then it's all coming together, and Mr. Boomers here is doing me a great service. Which goes way beyond pizza. Ah? Ein Roboter eine Pizza gegessen. Yeah. Get to the truth upstairs, Mr. Boomers. I don't wanna know. Oh, okay. Okay, Tano. What? Certified copy of record of death in office of the city registrar. I, the undersigned, hereby certify that I hold the office of blah 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 city registrar of the city, and I certify the following fact appear on the records of birth, marriages, deaths kept in said city as required by law. Date of death, Caetano, 2004. No obituary. Well, Mr. Bombos, it just saved me a lot of trouble getting into Caetano's sanctum. Caetano nor would they'd be long gone if not for human resource horizons. And it appears Caetano's model still has one last cycle left before it's fully phased out. Our company never guaranteed that our models would possess the same musical talents as their sources, but they did possess an unpredictable amount of emotional capacity, especially Caetano's, especially his. Norwood's final gambit on Caetano just didn't pay off in the end. But hey, we were a young company back then. We were over-promising left and right. The things you do to get paid, eh, Mr. Bumbus? Clearly you've seen too much. I need to escort you to my office at the factory immediately. Nope. Aha! Wee! Sherlock Level 4. Glückwunsch. Jo. Gute Pizza. Saxophon. Hey. Hey. Tales from off Big City. Mr. Bumbus, you got the sacks, as I knew you would. This train takes us right to the underground entrance of the factory. Human resource horizons that sacks will get us past security and into their inner chambers. A lot of people want HRH gone, Mr. Bumbus, but we're actually going to bring them down, us. You get a cut of the spoils, Mr. Bumbus, naturally. Still, even with that sacks, going straight to the heart of HRH won't be a simple task. Hop on board, Mr. Bumbus. We're only just getting started here on the corner of July Avenue and Yam. Fortsetzung folgt. Ja, Fortsetzung folgt. Anscheinend. Ich muss auch dazu sagen, Tales from Off-Peak City ist nicht der komplette Titel von dem Spiel. Wenn man auf Steam guckt, heißt Tales from Off-Peak City Volume 1. Und ja. Ja, Fortsetzung wird wahrscheinlich irgendwann kommen. Mal. Let's gucken. Also das Spiel kam am 15. Mai dieses Jahr raus. Ja. Wird man schauen. Okay, auf dem seinem Twitter ist nix. Steam-Diskussionen. Auch nix. Ja. Abwarten. Mal schauen, wann die Fortsetzung dann kommt. Aber ja, grundsätzlich ganz nice auf jeden Fall. Also ich muss sagen, so allein vom Gameplay her merkt man schon irgendwie, dass der Typ auf jeden Fall immer besser wird mit seinen Spielen. Das Off-Peak an sich war sehr simpel gehalten. Norwood Suite war dann schon ein bisschen mehr und jetzt Tales from Off-Peak City noch mal mehr und ja, coole Sache auf jeden Fall. Und ja, anderes Zeug, Gameplay war jetzt bei der Norwood Suite jetzt nicht so besonders sehr mit der Story verbunden. Bei Norwood Suite eben die hauptsächlich Items finden und irgendwelchen Leuten geben, war eigentlich nur so wirklich ein Mittel zum Zweck. Also ja, war jetzt nicht irgendwie besonders verankert in der Story. Aber jetzt eben mit Tales, mit dem Pizza austragen, Sachen kaufen und so Zeug. Definitiv besser. So also das Ganze machte auch zu einem großen Teil Sinn, sozusagen, was man gemacht hat und so. Ja, ich bin auf jeden Fall gespannt, wie es weitergeht. Wird auf jeden Fall auch gestreamt dann, sobald dann Volume 2 draußen ist.